so we're working on a close read, and we know with a close read, the reason for that is we read it several times, and each time we read it, we have a different purpose in mind. And the first time we read it, we ask the question, what is the author telling me here? And basically that's a summary, especially in fiction. We know the characters, the setting, the problem, solution, and we either use the Fab Five or the Story Mountain. For nonfiction, which is what we're reading this time, we get a summary, but a summary for nonfiction is usually the main idea and the supporting details, and one way to organize that is boxes and bullets. Okay? And the second thing that we did when we was reading is we circled harder important words. And then we go back and we figure out the meaning of those words, and that helps us deeper understand what we're reading. Well, today we're going to do the third part of our close read. And today, as we're reading, we're going to again split it kind of like this with fiction and nonfiction. Okay? So nonfiction, and fiction. Okay? The question for fiction is, what does the author want me to understand? Okay? When we ask that question in fiction, that is the big idea. Sometimes we call it the life lesson. And the word that you'll often see for that whole idea, a big idea, is the word theme. And we've been practicing that when we've done close reads. Well, we're doing nonfiction, and the okay, what does the author want me to understand? Again, we can use that same question, but we're going to be thinking about, we could use the same question. This time I want us to think this question. What was the author's purpose for writing this passage? Okay? We can have different questions. Remember, we read it several times with different purposes. This time, as you're reading, I want you thinking about what was the author's purpose for writing this. We've talked about all kinds of purposes. We've talked about to persuade, to entertain, to teach us something. Okay? As you're reading this time, when you get through, you're going to turn, when we're through, we're going to turn and talk to our partner about what's the author's purpose? Why did the author write this? Okay? All right, Natalie, will you shut that off, please?